Okay, and he's here now?
He is, yeah.
Is his wife Patsy?
Pardon?
Patsy, his wife.
Patsy's his wife.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
that's my father's cousins.
Did you meet them?
No, where is their house?
The square, as we call it. Pettit's Chemist is beside it.
Right here.
The big house beside it.
Is that right here?
Yeah, just behind.
Yeah, like across from the church?
There's
Yes, that's Pettis Chemist and then the house.
trees or bushes in front of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will go there next.
Yeah,
See if-
Patsy is there.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
And then McLaughlin's? McLaughlin. Patty Willie McLaughlin?
McLaughlin.
Yeah.
Where are they?
They're all gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. One of them has a daughter. She lives near in Lucan. And how I come to know she lives in Lucan, I went into the spa for a meal on the way home.
Okay.
And she came in. And that's how I got to know her, you know.
Okay.
That she was Tommy's adopted daughter.
Tom McLaughlin.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was Tommy, Michael, and Paddy Willie. And then there was Maureen. And she was married on the Tullamore, on the Clara Road, Tullamore.
Okay. Are they buried here?
On the way into Tullamore.
Okay.
Yeah, but she's gone, Lord have mercy on her.
Are they buried
Yeah,
in Clara?
Are they buried in Clara?
no. The McLaughlins are buried in Clara.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, they're buried in the monastery cemetery here. And the woman in Tullamore is buried in Tullamore.
Okay. And what about the berries?
And the Burries?
Pardon?
Any of the Burries around?
Who?
The Burries?
Berries. What berries now would it be?
My great grandfather was married to Bridget Berry.
His great-grandfather was married to Bridget Burry.
There is. We're full of berries here. They lived in, but the berries you'll be thinking about was in Clonshanny. It's on the. It was Tommy Berry.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he was a great man in the troubled times.
Okay.
The same Tommy Berry.
They all were.
And he has a son out there.
How old would Tom Berry be?
How old is the son?
The father.
Yeah, Tommy lived to be a good age.
Okay.
And he was married to a Morris. That was her name. The wife's name, Morris.
Okay.
And then we had a bank manager here, your name.
Costigan?
Yeah,
Really?
he was here and he was manager of the Bank of Ireland for, in the, I'd say in the 80s, 1980 or that. Now,
Don't take sugar.
No.
Would you
where
like
he
a
lived,
skull?
I don't
No,
know.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Hmm.
thank you.
He had he had a family. Now I don't know where he went to. You know, you could find out that to tell you in the Bank of Ireland.
But there's no Costigans buried in Clara.
Berries, they're buried in.
No, any Costigans?
No, he's buried out in Boher in Ballycumber. He was in that parish.
Is there any Costigans buried in Clara?
And
Costigan's buried in Clara.
Costigans?
Yeah. Is there any buried in Clara?
No.
No. Okay.
Like, only came and went, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, like in the case now of the RUC man, he was transferred.
Okay.
Yeah, he came from Roscommon to the barrack here. And like, he was very great with my father. And my father used to talk about him. And that, you know. And
Okay,
the barrack was where the Mill House restaurant is.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the one
yeah.
on the corner,
Yeah,
yeah.
we went around and checked that
And
last
then
time.
it
we
was transferred down to what we call Charlestown. Do you know?
No, where's that?
Because it was bombed over like in
Oh, okay.
1920. The IRA attacked it and
Yeah.
to set it on fire and that, and like the sergeant and his wife and children evacuated them before the set it on fire.
Okay. And no Flaherty? Doesn't ring a bell? Peter Flaherty?
Peter Flattery, is it?
Flattery.
Flaherty. F-L-A-R.
Oh, yeah. Peter Flattery.
Yeah, the postman.
No, not related. Farmer.
A farmer. He would have been a farmer.
Ballinlough. Yeah, he has two sons. One of them is a priest, and the other is out there. Lives on his own. He's very eccentric.
Oh, okay.
You know, you
Yeah.
wouldn't get much out of him.
Okay.
You know, you'd be only wasting your time.
Yeah.
But if the priest was around, splendid man. You know, different as chalk and cheese.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, we went to see my cousin in Fitna, all right, in Enniskillen, and he says, "Oh, my sister's here." I said, "Oh, can we go see?" He goes, "She's a recluse." He goes, "She's
Oh,
sometimes."
right, okay, yeah.
Should I give them a Clara book?
We have one. He gave one.
Oh, yeah, no, it's one on Clara.
Huh?
Have you got one?
Yeah, up in the sitting room. Get a number 2 or a number 3.
Yeah, that's I'll get you this book now. One he done himself, but he meant to give me one the other day.
And no, I'll keep looking for you. I will. I promise you that. Do you know?
Hey, you're the best thing to an encyclopedia that we came across.
It'd be lovely to be able to, but I've told you as much as I can.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
Do you know?
Thank you. That's good.
I'm glad we ran into you. And that was, we went to the store and they said, go around the corner.
Yeah.
See Brendan, he knows everything.
So here we are.
But like, I was only a youngster, like, and
Yeah.
just listening to my father talking, you know, be hearing. We used to ask him, there was another brother, there was only 10 months between us, and we were like twins. And we, Daddy, do you remember such and such a thing? You know, he'd be asking.
Yeah.
And,
Oh.
but he was great, like, he had great patience with us, you know, and he never hit us. Never. All he had to do was look at you.
Oh, yeah.
But he never,
Yeah.
never.
How old was your dad when he died?
And
How old was your father when he passed
he
away?
was over 80 when he died.
Sorry, no, I can't find. Whereabouts in the sitting room are they?
What?
Whereabouts in the sitting room?
They're in the, I go and that.
No, whereabouts are they?
Do you know do you know where the sweets are?
Yeah.
Do you know the shelves there?
All right, okay,
Yeah.
I'll double check. Sorry, now.
And what year did he die? Your
And
father. What year did he die? Your father.
what year did he die? 93.
Okay.
Yeah. And I buried a sister the same year as well. You know, she went to the doctor and they told her she had cancer. And she went to, as we call it, St. Luke's here. So she was no lent in it and she passed away. Do you know? But Peter Nolan now, he's in the square.
Okay, we're gonna go there after here. When we leave here, we'll go there.
Do you know where the church chapel is?
Yeah.
Well, you see the house over with the kind of trees in front of it.
Okay.
That's it, big house.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Patsy is there as well.
Oh, very
my.
good.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's 3. That's on Tommy Harris. Now, Tommy Harris would have
That's a
been...
Clara book.
Okay.
But
You
Tommy
can-
Harris
you-
wrote to Elvis Presley,
Oh yeah.
the president, who was it? What president did Tommy Harris write to?
Yeah.
He used to write to all the famous people. And he got a letter back from Priscilla Presley and from everybody. I mean,
Very nice. Yeah.
he was he wouldn't
So
have
I'd
been
like you to have that.
he wouldn't have been
Thank you. That's
all
very
there.
nice of you.
Yeah. Thanks.
So what he would have done in his own mind, he thought he was going
There
to.
won't
So he
go
wrote to
anyone
everybody.
there, but you can look at the different clothes.
Yeah. Right.
Different.
But there
you
might
know.
be 1 or 2 photographs there. That,
Yeah. You never know.
yeah.
And anyway, it's from
All
Clara.
these pictures are of Brendan's?
Yeah, Tommy Harris, Brendan's dad,
Uh-huh.
because everyone used to literally think it was simple, but Brendan's dad gave him a disposable camera,
Yeah.
so he spent all his time taking photographs of everybody, anybody that moved.
Wow.
He was there with the camera.
They showed them the plaques for.
Oh yeah, but
So you just
in
kept
his spare
taking
time,
pictures.
what he would have done, he would have wrote off to people. Now, he wouldn't have been great at writing or anything like that, but he wrote off when Elvis died, and he wrote off when... what was that president that he wrote the letter to?
What?
Who was the president that Tommy Harris, J.F. Kennedy?
Oh, okay.
And he got a reply from
Yeah.
Jackie. That's the type of person he was. You know, but he liked to take photographs.
Yeah.
So nearly, I mean, I think you still have some of those reels of photographs that's still waiting to be developed.
No kidding.
And every so
Whoa.
often you get some developed, and it's amazing who
Yeah.
the people are. But there's a lot of the people going back.
My brother in New York, he bought a house, and it was an old German guy that lived there, and he used to do his own pictures. So the same thing, he went up in the attic. There was like loads of film. So
Yeah.
my brother goes, I think this is, we're in Long Beach. He goes, I think this is Long Beach. And it was all pictures of the 1938 hurricane that wiped out everything. Right? So I took it to the museum. The museum's like, oh, we never had these. And it was
Yeah.
like, and they were sitting in some guy's basement for, 50 years.
See, that's what happens. People kind of leave things and they don't.
Right.
Yeah. To kind of forget about them, and then all of a sudden become part of history.
Right.
Which is amazing.
Hey, we went over to Sean's bar.
Oh, did you go
Yeah,
over?
yes. We had a good
Well,
time.
did you like it?
Oh,
Yeah,
it
it's
was
great.
lovely. And then we went outside to the beer garden.
The beer garden, yeah.
We took a whole bunch of pictures. I bought a sweatshirt.
Oh, Sean's, yeah. Everyone has to
Yeah.
have the
Very
Sean's,
nice. They were
yeah.
nice people. Everybody talking and
Yeah.
yapping away.
What a cozy, beautiful fireplace.
Yeah.
It's very cozy.
That's
bar.
the original fireplace that
That's
was there
amazing.
when it was the house.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Amazing.
it's quite a place, alright.
Yeah.
So I put it on Facebook. So our friends back home, they can't wrap around their head 900 AD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when
Yeah.
it started. It's like they can't.
I must give you my
understand.
my name and that, and you can add me on Facebook.
Yes, please.
And anytime I get information,
The plaques.
oh, I will. Yeah, she's just got her. Yeah, but she's just got her phone there for a moment.
Oh,
He wants me to show you his plaques he got. These are the ones he got presented with.
Ah, nice.
Take them out with it.
ooh, look at that.
for his contribution.
Yeah, that's nice.
Beautiful.
And he was in all the papers, and then he got this one there.
And that's for Man of the Year.
Oh.
Very nice. Well deserved.
Yeah, so he was well happy with those. Now, it was great to get that little bit of recognition for the
Yeah,
work that he's
absolutely.
put in. Because a lot of work went into everything he's done,
Yeah.
you know. So, I'm just... Oh, there's a pen. And I'll just take a piece of this paper. Now, I look quite different when I have the makeup on.
Don't we all?
Are you related to Brendan?
No, I met Brendan about 25, 26 years ago. When he would have been a friend of my mother's. And I used to have to drive my mother to bingo because she didn't drive. And I used to bring my mother over here. Now, my ulterior motive was his housekeeper, Mona, used to make the most gorgeous cakes. So I didn't mind driving her over. And my other aunt as well, Maureen. And what happened then is when my mum passed away, I still continued coming over. And I'm coming over for the last 25, 26 years
Oh
now.
my lord. That's Laura is our daughter's name, so we
Is
won't
it?
forget.
Oh, wow.
We won't forget that. So we have two kids, Laura and John.
Oh, wow.
John is 23 and Laura is 21.
I've one daughter, Shauna. She's 28. She's living in Canada.
Oh, nice.
Well, she's in Japan at the moment. She went over for the World Cup. I says the day she arrives, Ireland loses.
Oh, yeah.
Flight. So she's touring around there at the moment. I have a son, Rory, and he's living with me now. He's 22.
Lovely. Yes, that's right around the
How'd your daughter end up going to Canada?
Herself and her boyfriend, they decided they wanted to travel. You know, that they didn't want to be just kind of, and I wouldn't mind to give up fantastic jobs, but
Yeah.
they wanted to see a bit of the world. So I said, well, you may do it now before you have children and everything.
Have they ever been to Canada before?
No. So they went to Canada and they spent 2 years.
Sheer lad from
I went over in
Clara
May.
here. He has a big pub.
And now I
in
wanted her
York.
to come home.
Did you ever
You know,
come
obviously,
across
because I miss her
him
so
at all?
much. But when I seen the
Shearing.
opportunities that she has
Shearing?
and the life she has over there,
S-H-E-R-I-N.
It's better, yeah.
Where's it? Do you know what his pub is? We're in New York all the time.
Yeah,
But
he
she
has a
loves it.
big pub
Good.
in New York.
absolutely loves it.
Do-
Good for her.
It's a great meeting
I'm not
place
meant to know,
for
but
the
she
Clara
surprised me.
crowd.
She's coming home for
No
Christmas.
kidding.
Yeah.
Lovely.
What? Do you know the name of it?
Pardon?
Do you know the name of the pub?
No, but Peter Nolan, I tell you.
Oh, okay.
Or
What's
Patsy, either one or the other.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's my father's cousins, Peter and Patsy.
yeah.
In New York, they live close to us. They used to come over all the time.
Yeah, Patsy's sister was married to the Prime Minister of Ireland,
Right, right.
Brian Cowan,
Mm-hmm.
who's very ill at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah. He was the Prime Minister.
Okay. Very nice people.
Taoiseach, as we call them
Yeah.
in Irish.
The teacher.
gangsters? That's what I call them. Now that's the only word I give them all is gangsters. They're all coming out on the news
we
now.
sold over 5,000 or 6,000 books. They went all over the world. I
Yeah.
got letters from China even,
Yeah, I believe it.
and Russia.
I paid years ago to
Genealogy.
the Offaly, and they would look at your family history. I paid
very
$200,
I
and
got even a letter from Kenya
oh yeah, okay.
for
Wow.
Kenya,
the
yeah.
book.
And did you get much information from them?
Yeah, I did. Well, I found out, it confirmed a lot of stuff, and then I found out my grandfather had. My grandfather was in New York with him, his brother, and his sister. So they were all buried in New York. My father didn't know that there were 2 other kids that were here that died as babies, like in 1888, 1890, around there. So my father didn't know anything about that. So that was what we found out. That's why I was wondering, maybe
Yeah.
they're buried here in Clara since they died as babies. But
Yeah. And they probably would have gone into a family plot.
well, he was a constable at the time.
Right,
So
okay.
they weren't indigent, you know. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
And I know in, I think it was 1906, my grandfather, they put him on a ship. His father had died. They put him on a ship to the United States. And it came with a, which we still have a note from church.
Yes.
He's sober, he's, you know,
Yeah.
we know the family, da da da.
Yeah. You had to have somebody that would
Somebody vouch for him.
vouch for you. Yeah. We're not murderers. We're not all
Right,
this,
exactly.
that, the other.
Yeah, and that's all he had in his pocket, you know, when
Yeah.
he got there.
But he done well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went to work for New York City Subways, and he worked 50 years for them. Yeah, so.
Hard job too.
Yeah, but you know, it was like perfect timing. I think he got married in 1921, right into the railroad.
Yeah.
He stayed there his whole life and built a nice house.
That's good. I like to hear a success story like that.
Well, you know, my cousin from up north in Tyrone. So, 1975. My father goes to pick her up at the airport. She was maybe like 23 years old, and she was flying back and forth, living in the United States, coming back here. My father and my grandfather go to pick her up. As they walk up to her, Kennedy Airport, immigration came up, and they go, "Excuse us, do you have any ID?" So she goes, "Yeah, I have ID." So they go, "Have you ever been in the United States?" She goes, "No, I never been here." They go, open your wallet." She opens up, she has old credit cards, and you know. So they took her right there and put her right on a plane back to Ireland, deported. Like my father comes back from the airport and he goes, "She's gone." They put her right on a plane right there and sent her back. She went to Canada, and she ended up marrying a million. She landed in Ireland and flew right to Canada with not knowing anybody. She ended up meeting a guy he ended up being a millionaire developer. He passed away young, but she owns this huge real estate company up there.
Wow.
Yeah, and we see her every once in a while, and we talk to her on Facebook. But now her sisters are all out. They moved over there.
Yeah.
So she comes down to New York every once in a while now. So I guess she's free to go now. She's a citizen of Canada.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing how funny, you know, everyone knows each other.
Yeah.
But sometimes it gets a little, sometimes I guess the story takes a turn because we thought all this time that family was here in Clara, and then it turns out no Costigans are here.
Yeah, well, I knew that he was transferred here, but I figured maybe the Berries because
Yes,
you know.
yeah. But there is Burries here in Clara.
I'm sure there are. Yeah.
I wonder would they be related somewhere down the line?
Do you know if there's a Bridget Berry who's buried in Clara?
Is there a Bridget Burry? A Bridget Burry buried in Clara?
Bridget Berry,
Yeah.
yeah. That was Tommy Berry's wife.
Oh, okay, no, I'm talking about. It would be
No, there was two sisters.
1875.
Bridget,
No, I'm sorry, 1890.
There were sisters. Bridget Berry and what was the other girl's name? They were both, one of them worked with the nurse in the factory, and the other was kind of a housekeeper.
Yeah, I think she was a housekeeper.
Yeah.
If I remember on the
They lived in
birth certificates.
their latter years in Marion Square, both of them.
And are they buried in Clara?
No, they're buried in Clara.
And where is the cemetery that they would be
The
buried at?
cemetery is, you know, as you go down towards the end of this road
no.
here.
Towards the
Do you know
middle.
where the shop is? Do you
Yeah.
know where the
Yeah.
mill house is?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
there's,
if you keep going straight out that road, don't take it right or
Okay.
left turn. Just
Emmy
keep going straight out
Scanlon,
that
she
road. It's
lives
only
beside
5 minute
the-
drive, not even 5 minutes drive.
the
Okay.
graveyard.
Very, very close.
And she
Yeah.
keeps a record of all the graves, and she tell you exactly where the grave was.
Okay.
If you,
And who's that?
Pardon?
Who's that lady? Who's the woman that has all the records?
Emmy Scanlon.
Right.
She lives next to the cemetery.
You write that down for you.
Does she live next to the cemetery?
What?
Does she live next door to the cemetery?
Yeah.
Scanlon. Okay.
Emmy Scanlon. Okay.
She keeps a record of all the burials.
Okay.
Yeah.
We went to a cemetery on our way, or after we left here.
And she
Kilmac-
could
McGann?
enlighten you on a lot of
Kilmacan Cemetery.
things too, you know.
The church is all
Yeah.
ruins, but the graves are around.
Oh, that's
It's on a hill, on a little.
yeah. That's Kilbride.
Her grandson
Kilbride?
Yeah.
Kilbride, yeah.
is a
That's
famous
the very
golfer.
old cemetery
Yeah.
now. Years.
She and Lowry.
There's a wall there,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he won
and
the
because the farmer wouldn't
World
let them
Cup there about
access
3
the
weeks
road.
ago.
Yeah.
They
In
used to
Oh,
have
yeah,
to
yeah.
come through the
Okay.
field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a wall,
That's her
and there's a
grandson?
couple of
Yeah.
blocks sticking out from the wall.
Oh yeah, that you go up
Yeah.
and on.
Yeah,
to.
that's it,
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So what they used to do to be able to, the only access they had is they used to carry the coffin a certain distance and lift the coffin over the wall,
Yeah.
and there'd be guys standing on this
Yeah.
so that the coffin wouldn't fall, and they'd go down gradually, but that's the only way they could get into that
Yeah.
cemetery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Crazy.
something.
That was amazing.
And it was nice because I don't know if you, there's a board there that tells you every grave, who's in it,
Yeah.
where they're buried, what year they were buried.
Do you know that the statue of Our Lady that's in there? You know the big statue?
Yeah.
Brendan erected that.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah, he drove and got that. That's Italian marble. He done that.
No kidding.
I'm telling him in Kilbride.
What?
In Kilbride, you know the big statue that you erected there? The big statue of Our Lady in Kilbride.
Yeah,
That's the one that you did.
Our Lady of...
You know, in the graveyard in Kilbride. The graveyard in Kilbride.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the statue you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely.
There was a big ceremony there. There was a ceremony a couple of months ago.
No kidding.
Pardon?
They had the big ceremony a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is recent that he did it?
No, he'd done it years, but it was less. There was nobody looking after it or anything like that.
I tell you, it was beautiful kept. The whole
Yes.
place was nice.
Yeah, they actually kind of renovated and
Yeah.
tidied it all
Yeah,
up.
yeah, because I looked it up online and it said unkept this and that, and then I was like, that place was beautiful. I mean,
Yeah.
I go on Long Island where you pay big money for the graves and they don't keep them as nice.
Yeah, they had a few guys that came in and they just cleaned it all up, and I mean it was very overgrown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Looks nice.
Very bad. I mean you couldn't even see where
Oh,
the
really?
church was
Yeah.
at the end.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
which is amazing that it's still part of it's still standing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's lovely.
Oh.
It's lovely.
Yeah, I think it was considered ruins like 400 years ago.
Yeah. Maybe some of the relatives might even be there.
That's why we looked around, but I didn't see any Hamiltons, any Costigans, berries we looked for.
See, a lot of the stones
Oh yeah, you
would
can't.
have, you couldn't even see them
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they've been there so long, and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
and
somebody put a lot of work into
yeah,
going and figuring out who's where and when they were. I mean, some of them were buried 1760.
yeah. Now, did Brendan give you the book on Kilbride the other day?
We got the small.
The small book.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
the, as far as
Yeah.
I know, all the names.
Yeah, maybe
are
that's where I
listed
read
in
it.
that.
That might be where I read it.
Yeah, all the names are listed in that of the people that would have passed.
Right.
I'm telling them about Kilbride, about Kilbride Cemetery.
Yeah. What about it?
They were down there the other day.
Where are you?
Yeah, yeah,
I
nice.
erected that grotto to it.
Yeah, nice.
You know did you see the grotto?
Yes.
Yeah,
You saw it on the book.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the front page of your book.
yeah. Look, the cemetery looked great.
Yeah.
It looked very nice. Everything.
I
Nice.
erected that.
Very nice.
See, that's one thing we don't have. The United States, it's only 250 years old. We
I
don't
think
have the long
you see-
history.
The long
You know.
history.
In
Yeah.
that
Going
book,
back
you have a
1,000
list
years,
of all
yeah.
that
You
were
have it.
buried
Oh, you have
in
it
it.
here.
In
Yeah,
Kilbride.
right. I read it. I read it. Yeah,
You have that.
yeah. We own a place upstate New York. It was built in 1806, when the United States was only 15 states. That was it.
Right.
You know, that's how much it's grown in that short time.
Wow.
It's amazing.
So, all right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's hit.
Well, thank you, Brendan.
Thank you very much.
For nothing.
Now,
It was delightful to have you. You know that.
Yeah, pleasure
nice
to meet
to
you.
meet
both.
you.
yeah, it was great. It was really good. If we make it back.